Welcome back to another sassy true crime video. I'm Kat, and today I want to share a story about a Jane Doe whose body was found almost 18 years ago. And to this day, she remains a Jane Doe. And it's actually out of the town that I grew up in, Bayonne, New Jersey. So this is from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's website. Bayonne Jane Doe, an unidentified female, was found deceased on October 18, 2007 in Bayonne, New Jersey. Her body was found along Route 440 in between East 30th Street and New Hook Road. The female had been deceased several weeks before being found. She was approximately 16 to 20 years old at the time of her death. She stood 5'2" to 5'5" tall and weighed between 118 and 138 pounds. She had black hair with long 28-inch red braided hair extensions attached. She had seen a dentist during her lifetime, as a dental filling was seen in one of her upper back teeth. She also had gaps in between some of her upper teeth that might have been noticeable to others. The female was found clothed wearing a pink halter top, camouflaged colored jeans, Vigos brand, size 11-12, a black bra with red lace, Buff brand, size 36C, boy shorts, underwear, Pascal brand, and white ankle socks with a teddy bear design on the side. The female wore a silver body chain wrapped around her abdomen and a brown plastic ring on her right thumb. Images of some of the clothing items are displayed above. The featured images is a clay reconstruction provided by the New Jersey State Police and depicts what the female may have looked like in life. So this is a sketch done by law enforcement of what Bayonne Jane Doe may have looked like. And these are the clothes that Bayonne Jane Doe was found in: size 11-12 camouflaged Vigos jeans, a pink haltered top, and the white ankle socks with the teddy bear designs. There are no images of what Bayonne Jane Doe had on her feet, which makes me think that she was only in her socks when she was found. This is an image of the bracelet that Bayonne Jane Doe was found in. And this is where Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found, in the brush off Route 440 in Bayonne. I went and took pictures just to show how close to the main highway her body was left. It was left on this median, which was on a jug handle right off of Route 440. She was left at the top of the hill in the brush. So this is a closer image of exactly where Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found. And this is, you could see the jug handle on the right side. So the car pulled over on the jug handle, went into the brush to the top of the mountain here, and discarded her body, got back into his car, and then proceeded back onto Route 440. Bayonne, New Jersey is located in Hudson County in the great state of New Jersey in the United States. Bayonne is a peninsula situated between the Newark Bay to the west, the Kilvan-Cole tidal strait to the south, the upper New York Bay to the east, and the city of Jersey City to the north. Bayonne is connected to Staten Island, New York by the Bayonne Bridge. Bayonne is about a 40-minute drive to Lower Manhattan, New York. Now, this here is an image of the Bayonne Bridge, which connects Bayonne to Staten Island, New York. And you can see in the background, New York City. Just a little fun fact about Bayonne, New Jersey. It's the home of the Tear of Grief, also known as the Teardrop Memorial, which is a 100-foot high, 175-ton monument commemorating the September 11 terrorist attacks and the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. This is a picture from the ceremonial groundbreaking on September 16, 2005, where President Putin visited Bayonne, New Jersey, and was the keynote speaker, where he talked about how Russia had also experienced grief from terrorism. In 2022, the city of Bayonne had Vladimir Putin's name removed from the monument. Bayonne, New Jersey was chosen as a fitting location for the Teardrop Memorial, as it was the staging area for many New York City evacuees on 9/11, due to its close proximity to Manhattan, and the location also offers a direct view of the Statue of Liberty and the former World Trade Centers. I took these images of where Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found. She was found in the brush right off of State Highway, Route 440, which is a heavily trafficked state highway due to its location surrounded by the Newark Bay, which is the home to the Port Newark Elizabeth Marine Terminal, which is the largest container shipping facility in the Port of New York and New Jersey, and the second busiest port in the United States. Route 440 is a major route for truckers and also provides access through the Bayonne Bridge to New York. The Bayonne Bridge is about 2 minutes from where Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found. These pics that I took show how close Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found to the main highway. In my opinion, whoever left her body there was driving south on Route 440. They got off at the New Hook Road exit, and then they placed her body on the median in the brush so you couldn't see her from the main road. Then they proceeded to get back onto Route 440, either traveling north or south. In my opinion, it was a ballsy move to leave Bayonne Jane Doe on this jug handle, because anyone could have drove past as he was moving the body from the car to the brush. But apparently no one did see, and there's absolutely no witnesses or any leads to who Bayonne Jane Doe is 18 years later. How did she wind up on Route 440 in Bayonne in October of 2007? The Bayonne police said there was no evidence of a hit and run, and although homicide was suspected, the cause of death was unknown due to the body being badly decomposed. Bayonne Jane Doe was believed to have been deceased for several weeks before her body was found on October 18, 2007. Detectives also noted that they felt Bayonne Jane Doe was closer to 16 years of age than 20, based only on the teddy bear socks she was wearing. The detective who handled this case back in 2007, Detective Bill Napier, now retired, gave an interview to Life on the Peninsula back in 2017 and says they spoke with the witness, Leo Campbell, who was the one who found Bayonne Jane Doe, and there were no other witnesses. Detective Napier is quoted as saying, "It's not like it's in the middle of a neighborhood where you would be knocking on everybody's doors to find out what they saw or what they didn't see. There's nothing. There's no point of reference. There's not a lot to work with the lack of witnesses and the lack of physical evidence." End quote. Bayonne Jane Doe had no ID or cell phone on her when she was found. Detective Napier is also quoted as saying that they felt Bayonne Jane Doe was closer to 16 than 20 due to the teddy bear socks she was found in. Detective Napier says he doesn't believe that Bayonne Jane Doe was from this area. If she was from the area, someone would be making noise about this. He also said there's no science to back this up. There's no smoking gun, but it was his theory that she was dumped there by some over-the-road truck driver because the area she was in an industrial part of town. My theory is that someone who was on their way to some place used that area to dump her. And you could surmise that it was in the middle of the night that she was dumped. She could have been a victim of sex trafficking, or an adult sex worker, a transient, or simply someone from a busy metropolitan area with no close ties to anyone who would report her missing. Napier also said that Bayonne Jane Doe could be from anywhere in the world. In fact, this case put him in touch with agencies all over the United States and in the Caribbean. Detective Napier is quoted as saying, "The connection to the Caribbean was explored with when an island police agency phoned Napier because it was investigating the case of a missing young woman. Those officers saw the information about Bayonne Jane Doe in a police database and wanted to check her dental records against those of their missing person. It wasn't a match, but it was a testament to the way police detectives look far and wide to solve a case. Information about Bayonne Jane Doe is in police and FBI databases that help agencies match the missing to nameless Jane and John Does. These databases have helped the Bayonne Police Department eliminate hundreds of potential matches in this case." End quote. Mr. Leo Campbell, who found Bayonne Jane Doe's body, also spoke with Life on the Peninsula, describing how and when he found Bayonne Jane Doe. Leo Campbell, the owner of Leo Campbell Tank Service, was on his way to the police station to pick up parking passes on that clear afternoon on October 18th. He was running behind schedule after an appointment took longer than expected, and he was in a rush to catch up on his work. He came down the hill near Lincoln Community School and made a right turn onto the jug handle. Across the median, something in the brush caught his eye. It looked like a mannequin, Campbell recalls. He drove by the area quickly, but what he saw was compelling enough to make him circle back. He stayed in his vehicle and looked in the distance. He saw a human form with long black and copper braids. Convinced that she wasn't a mannequin, he drove to the police station and reported what he had seen. Now, if you've been following the Long Island serial killer case, you know that this man, Rex Heuermann, currently in custody and awaiting trial for the murder of 7 women, worked in New York City on 36th Street, which is only 13 miles from where Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found. We know that the Long Island serial killer, whether it's Rex Heuermann or not, because Rex Heuermann is innocent until proven guilty, but we know that the Long Island serial killer, whoever he is or she is, was hunting young men and women, and there's even a baby John Doe that was found on Gilgo Beach and thought to be a victim of the Long Island serial killer. Maureen Brainerd Barnes, one of the victims of the Long Island serial killer, was last seen on July 9th, 2007, the same year Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found. Police have said that Maureen Brainerd Barnes was a sex worker, advertising on Craigslist, Backpage, and other sites, and was working out of hotels and motels in New York City. Her body was found 3 years later, on December 13, 2010, on Gilgo Beach, and Rex Heuermann has been charged with her death, along with 6 other women. Now, I know this is a long shot, but due to the year Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found, and knowing that we had a serial killer here in the New York metropolitan area with Rex Heuermann working only 13 miles from where Bayonne Jane Doe's body was found, I definitely think it's worth looking into if it hasn't been already. Did Bayonne Jane Doe cross paths with the Long Island serial killer in 2007? I found this update on the Facebook page Help ID Me, and the case update is that an unidentified female found deceased in Hudson County, New Jersey during 2007 may have relatives from Haiti. Using only a few strands of hair, astroforensics was successful in building a complete genetic profile for this unidentified female to use in genetic genealogy searching. The profile was sent to the DNA Doe Project to conduct the genealogy research and help identify a lead as to who this young female may be. Their investigation has revealed that the female has at least one, potentially both parents, who have ancestral ties to Haiti. To help advance the genealogy efforts, anyone with ancestral ties to Haiti is encouraged to upload their DNA to GEDmatch or Family Tree DNA. If anyone has already tested at any ancestry company, uploads to these databases are free and can be completed in a few steps. There needs to be justice for Bayonne Jane Doe. This was just a child. There must be someone out there that is missing their daughter, sister, cousin. Please take a good look. And if you recognize this girl, or if you know anything about what happened, please call the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office at 201-915-1345 or the Bayonne Police Department at 201-858-6900. Please share this information. Please put Bayonne Jane Doe's face out there, or her likeness, I should say. Someone must know something. Let's turn this cold case into a solved case, because Bayonne Jane Doe deserves her name back. I appreciate every last one of you. Let's keep shining the light on evil and keeping it sassy.